Hello all, welcome back. I did not finish showing you how to copy the keyframe from one set of animated object or group. So in this case, let's take a look at on the file again. Oops, sorry, I was in the wrong spot. There we go. So this is where we left off. And here we go. I make a little mistake. I didn't look at, can you see, I didn't look at on the perspective view. The selection handle is shift somewhere, so I need to change. To change your selection handle, you need to go to the select by component type right here and turn on a selection handle component right there, and then you use move to select your selection handle and move. If you want to snap to V, just hold V key and grab only one axis, which is mine's on on X axis, and then switch back to select by object type. Now shortcut on this is F8. So when I press F8, can you see? Press F8 for object selection. Is toggle on and off. So right now we have this keyframe, and so 6 rotation, so 160 degree. And if I click play, let me make sure my playback speed is set to real time. So now when I play, let me switch to selection tool. I'm going to use shortcut Q is selection tool, W is move, and then E is rotate. Scale is R. Okay, that's a shortcut. Alt V is to enable playback control. Here we go. Okay, so that's a 6th time. Now to copy to this object, you need to select the group node. And now we need to phase transform this because we wanted to copy all of these attributes into the other set of the attribute. So to do that, simple, select the group node, go to modify phase transformation. Now we know one thing though, each group we will probably have to phase transform. So why don't we select all of them, all the RAM except for this group, that one, and then you just modify phase transform all of them together. Now this group we animate only one attribute. We could leave all of these on, but our animation will be cleaner if we limited only things we need. So I just hold shift and drag on the label to add. You can skip one. If you do control click, you can skip it. Oh, sorry, you can't. So you just hold control key and click. Okay, and then you right click and break connection. This will remove the key on selected attribute. Here we go. Oh, one more I skip. Break it. Oh, more, sorry. Here we go. So we make it clean. There's another reason that why we want to make everything clean on the add to build, because that will help us to visualize graph editor better. Okay, because otherwise it will show up all the other attribute that each key has no value change at all. So I can close that. Now to copy all the group though, that's a simple. You might need to extend your time range over than 360 so that we are sure that we will select the whole range of keyframe. So we're going to put 400. I mean, it doesn't matter what number you put. So right here, hold shift from frame 1 and click and drag to cover entire key set. I'm going to go a little over than 360 so that I am sure that I duplicate 360 frame. Right click, copy. This is one way to copy the key. You can copy the key from a graph editor also. So now we can select each group, or let's do multiple, all of them at once, except that. Right now the pivot point should be on its center of the object, but might be a good idea to check just in case. Turn on move to see if it on the center of the group object or not, just to check. That one, here we go. Let's go to top view. I believe all of them are. Okay, so that's good. In that case, I'm going to select all again, and I'm going to subtract that group node. Here we go. And if you like, you can turn on selection handle on each group also. I'm not going to do it this time, okay? So now you just go to frame 1, right click and choose paste. Just use regular paste because these are totally fresh keyframe. Here we go. So now after that, all the object should be animated now. The group object. Here we go. Can you see? Okay, so that's one thing. Now what about changing this small object here? So it's a little more work, but if you remember, let me duplicate this. Just Control D, just only select that component, one, and I'm gonna use top view. I'm gonna move to the location, so it's about 5 units. So now we know it's 5 unit, right? So I'm gonna undo or delete that. Oops, sorry. Delete that one. Here we go. I'm gonna start it from this one, and then I'm gonna duplicate spatial. Move to C direction, 5 unit, and I need 2 more. So I'm gonna go to edit, duplicate spatial, open up option, and we're gonna reset this setting. So translate Z in negative, so -5, 2 unit, to copy, and we don't need to assign unique name this time because we duplicate only one object. So click apply. Now it's right there. Oh, it's a little offset. So I didn't do well. Let me delete that for a moment. Let me try again. Select that, Control D, and then let's do move. I'm gonna hold V key so that it snaps to that center right there. So positive 5.05. I'm gonna copy that number. I think, hold on, let me double click on the move to I am on world space. That's why this is a little different. It's positive even though we move on negative values. This is strange. Should be negative. Well, something happened. I don't know what. So I'm gonna just duplicate, copy this. Okay, good. Control, oh, not Control D. So we're gonna put 05 to unit, apply. So now it's replaced, it's there. And what we need to look, we just delete this object and put this in that group. So you might need to identify this group first. Select that group so we know it's here. I'm gonna reset, close that right there, right? So that's the group. So I actually use my finger, you don't see it, pointed to that group. Group 17. So I'm gonna select that object and then middle mouse drag and drop to the group 17 here. Yours might be different than mine here. So now do the same thing, select that group and use your finger to mark, to point on your outliner right here. I just use my finger, you don't see it, you just see only my mouse. And then I grab that and middle mouse drag and drop to mine's on 18. Here we go. So, oh, I'm missing drop. So now it's there. So same here. We're gonna start it from there. We know that it's 5.05 to go this direction, like that direction. What am I saying? On top view, go to positive, negative z direction. So this time though, we need to calculate that. Oh, don't need to calculate, just duplicate and put it right here, and then we, because I think too hard, Control D and hold V key and snap to that center. And before we move on, let's get rid, oh boy, it's snap, but snap on the top, not on the bottom. I'm gonna hold V key one more time. Here we go. Then I'm gonna click that, delete it. Okay, so now you need to phase transform this one, modify phase, because it's gonna make things easier when we duplicate spatial. So now I'm gonna put that in here. So select, now it's my 14. I'm gonna use my finger to point it again and reselect that. I need to expand the group number 15 though. Middle mouse drag that and drop to group 14. Here we go. So you basically gonna have to repeat this process a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm gonna duplicate spatial, only this object. You get a phase transform. I thought I did phase transform. Okay, modify phase. Here we go. So we're gonna duplicate spatial 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 times. Edit, duplicate spatial 4 times. 4 copies, same values, minus 5.05. Apply. So now it's all in there. And then I'm gonna delete this. Okay, here we go. So that's replacing. Okay, and we're gonna keep middle mouse drag and drop into the group. So now I point my finger on group 13. Yours might be different number than mine. Here we go, and then just middle mouse drag and drop to 13. Same here, this is 12. So select, middle mouse drag, drop to 12. Here we go. This one 11, group 11. Once again, yours might be different. I should use selection tool, guys. Here we go. And 11. Now this one 10. So select, drop to 10. Okay. So let's test. Here we go. It's follow. That's good. So now I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna press move to Control D because we just want to duplicate it, and then hold V key, then snap to that. Now it's probably snap to the top again. It's just because we have top and bottom vertex. Here we go. So I'm gonna delete that, and I'm gonna repeat this section. Where am I? Right here. Okay. To there again. Control D and vertex. Here we go. This time I snap to the bottom. Control D, hold V key, and snap to the vertex. Do again. Control D, hold V, snap. Here we go. Okay. So now we're gonna freeze transform all of this. Oh. Modify, freeze. You can do them at once this time. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 4 copy on this side, and then only 3 on here. So we just do 4 copy and remove something extra, and then I'm gonna clean this up. I switch to Q. Forgot that one. Okay, so now we got a new object. The next thing you need to do is this one. If you like, you can freeze transform too, but it's unnecessary at this point. So I'm gonna grab that. So this is 6. Here we go. So we'll move to 6. How about this one? This 7. So we move to 7. Group 7. And select group 8. So this one will be group 8. Group 9. So that will go to group 9. Here we go. And how about this? Group 5. So that will be on group 5. And group 1. This one will be group 1. Once again, guys, your group might be different number than mine. So now I don't remember what group. Oh, number 2. So good. Good. Okay. 3. So 3. And how about this one? 4. Okay. Ship to 4. This one 24. 24. Okay, how about that? 25. Oh no. Okay. 26. 27. And that one 22nd, 22. Oh, come on. It's just too far. Here we go. 22nd, 22. 21. Oh, come on. How about this? 20. That. I use middle mouse to drag. 19. Middle mouse button, click and hold and drag and drop it over the group node. Don't remember. 23. All right, I think I'm done. Anything missing? Good. So now, what about this? Oh well. Go to the group node ball. Okay. And you want 1, 2, 3. Okay. And this one we probably have to do the same too, but not yet. So I'm gonna duplicate that. Spatial, edit. I mean, you could select all 3 to make things faster, right? So select all 3, but then you group them. So if I add Control G, so now I have another new group node right there. I can call a ball 3 set set 3 or 3 set. I'm gonna call 3 set. How about 3 set balls group 1. Let's put GB, make it shorter. Okay, so I just try to come up with the idea to split things up. So now change the pivot point to there, center, press D. Then I'm gonna move a little bit, and I'm gonna just hold V key and snap to the top of the center of these cap on the platform. So now we're gonna have to duplicate spatial with input graph again. So edit, duplicate spatial. We're gonna choose input graph, and you must assign unique name to children node, including all of this. So we have a little complex hierarchy here. Don't get confused. If you get confused, you could do manually, it's fine. So I'm gonna duplicate input graph one at a time because it's easier. Apply. So now I'm gonna hold V key and just move only one axis X and try to snap to the vertex here. I'm gonna have to hold V key. Here we go. And come really close and test, see if it still works. Oop, where am I? Oh, mine's crashed and I did not save it. But you got an idea. Let me pause the video. Okay guys, I came back now. Once again, I did it behind microphone. The problem is my system is crashed every time when I click play after I duplicate it. But so twice basically. So the last time I did is before I click play, I save first. Okay, so let's do it again together. I'm gonna delete this group. See, this a group node, the 3 set group, and each group contain 3 group set of the ball. Relocate, and the ball mesh also carry on a why the keyframe's not showing on my no, I was right. Okay, sorry, I got confused. So can you see it works? So I'm gonna delete the group number 2. I'm gonna do it again. Let's do it together. At this point, you might want to do this. Go to animation presetting, and under file/project, enable autosave. Interval every 10 minutes or every 15 minutes is up to you. So I'm gonna just leave it default. So it will keep saving just in case, so it won't crash. But this time though, I'm gonna go to frame 1. We're gonna select the group set. Make sure you add the group set like from previous section, and then edit, duplicate spatial, and let me reset. One copy, duplicate input graph, assign unique name, and duplicate spatial. It's right there. Save first. Here we go. I just Control S, and we can relocate the pivot point to there. And don't forget, when you group your first one, change your pivot point to snap to the tip of the platform. I just hold V key to snap to that vertex. You might have to zoom in really close to snap it. Same things here. I'm gonna hold V key and I'm gonna grab only Z axis. Now can you see it's not close enough? It's gonna snap the other vertices basically. So no. Have to zoom in and hold V key one more time. Now it's right there. And in my system I can't click play. I have to save first, and if I play it's gonna shut down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna new scene and then go back to recent file. Here we go. So I do not know why my system does that, but now it's work. So but you can try at home. Just go ahead, play. If it crashed, you probably have to do like mine. So at this point I'm gonna select again. Okay, so we know that is 0.5 unit. However, we can't do a duplicate spatial with input graph and then offset the location right away. We can't. So we have to keep doing snap. Little drag, but it's just the way it is. So I'm gonna click apply and save because it might crash. Turn on move to and just move that top hierarchy. So I'm gonna move a little bit first. Zoom in really close. You can press F, then hold V and snap. Don't. I can't click play animation because it's gonna crash on me. So I'm gonna keep doing it first. Apply. Keep duplicating, basically. Here we go. Press F. Frame. Here we go. I hope that your system doesn't do like mine. Actually, I don't know why mine does that. Apply. Hold V key. Snap. Here we go. Control. Oh, shit. I do Control D by accident again. Here we go. Apply. Hold V key. Grab and snap it. Here we go. Apply. V key. There we go. You can also hold on one moment. What am I doing? Okay, you can also one moment guys. So if I duplicate, apply, hold V. Now we can repeat the apply command by pressing G. So if I press G on my keyboard, just G on my keyboard, here we go. I duplicate spatial with input graph because it's repeat command. Now I can hold V key and snap. Now you might want to check, see if the repeat command is repeat the right command, which is duplicate spatial, by checking the keyframe. Select the ball, so that's keyframe, so it's good. So now we can do it again. press G is create a new group, hold V key. Here we go. Once again, if I check, the keyframe is still there. Okay, so select the group again and press G. G is repeat the last command. If you don't have last command for the duplicate, you have to duplicate first. Like for example, I click apply again, so now I duplicate. Hold V, snap. Here we go. And then I'm gonna press G, repeat the command, the last command, and snap. Press G, move, press G, hold V, and snap. I can do top view, might be faster. Here we go. Oh, we'll see. Press G, G and V. Here we go. G and V. G and hold V. Move. G, V. So I just keep pressing G to repeat the duplication, and then hold V to move. G, V. G on your keyboard. Here we go. And G. Okay. So now look like this. Let's see. Short one. Okay. So let me save first, and I'm gonna take a risk. Oh, it's gonna crash again when I click play, like what I mentioned. Okay, I am back again. Luckily, I saved before it crashed, so the recent files is list my previous open. Here we go. So now I should be okay. I think it could be the preview here that caused a the enable cache for the animation. Let's see, cache payback. I think that might cause the crashing. I might have to uncheck on mine, but you don't have to. So this time should work. Now we are missing a few set of V, so we are missing this side. Here we go. So this is actually not too difficult at all. Oh no, this is right because it's all full, so never mind. We done. Here we go. Can you see? Okay. Let me check this one. Oh, I don't want to select anything. Here we go. Okay, that's it.